Well, hello folks, welcome to episode 2 of our 4th season here at Riga FC. I am the Custard Prophet and this is the Latvian job. Right then folks, we're in our customary position, top of the league, only by a few points over Liepaja, but our usual rivals, RFS, well, they're 13 points behind us after only 9 games. What has gone on there? Yeah, so it's been a bit of a funny one this season. RFS lost their top scorer, the Austrian Friedspargen or something, who's done very good things for them for the past few seasons. But it clearly shows they were relying on him maybe a little bit too much because they have dropped off dramatically. Results have been good for us, and we've also had a couple of players who have left. Lots of stuff has gone on, and we're going to be playing Liepaja today. Winner of that game potentially goes top. I'm not sure. If they beat us, I don't think they go top unless they beat us. I mean, they've got a really good goal difference actually. They've started really strongly. Let's start off looking at their results in a slight change of direction. So you can see they have played Meta a couple of times, so that's not, or both away, and they found those difficult. Home against Ventspils, who probably going to finish bottom. Dagfapils, who aren't very good. Auda, not particularly good. Spartaks are a good side. So they have played RFS, and they've played Valmiera, and they lost to Valmiera. So they've had a good, comfortable start to the season in terms of games. They haven't played Liepaja, they haven't played Valmiera much, they haven't played RFS, they haven't played us. Well, they have played RFS once and they beat them. They've not played them away from home, so it's a bit of a challenge coming up. And you can see they've got games against Valmiera, Spartaks, RFS there. That's a challenging period for them. They've got us coming up again at their place, so I expect them to start to slip backwards, but it's good to see a different team up there in second place. So in terms of transfers, I think all the players who've come in you know about, but the players who've gone out, Filip Brizola has left the club, and this I felt made a lot of sense. He's 33 years old, his physicals are going down the drain. Yeah, it's not, I mean, he's a good player, but he wasn't my go-to player anymore for the position. Actually, Kagurs was more of a go-to player than he was, and it felt, well, why are we wasting a international spot on this guy when we could get someone in who is better and who can put a better shift in and who's going to be up and down the pitch a bit more. It's sad to see him go because he's been at the club for a heck of a long time, this Brazilian, and he didn't really sell him for that much money, but he's gone back to Brazil and he can finish off his career in Brazil. I'm happy with that. Callum McManaman is also on his way out as well. Not sure if he's going to leave now or whether it's going to be in the future. I don't quite know how that will work. We will see, because it's in April, so perhaps it will actually be the summer transfer window. This player you can see, the signing we've done to replace Brizola is an ex-player, Marko Djuricic. He has come back. He went to Cracovia, and yeah, he looks good at just 26. He was here. He was with us for 4 years. We sold him for 230k. We brought him back for 160k, or rising to 160k. So I think we win that one somehow. So that's pretty good. But again, we won't get him until a little bit later. So maybe we're a little bit light in that central region. But we've got Vapne, we've got Kagurs. We've also got some youngsters that we could call on as well, potentially. Let's have a look at our results, because they've gone quite well. So after the 4-2 win over Valmiera, we then played Tukums. We beat them 5-0. Goals from Krollis, a couple of them. Kigurs got himself a penalty. Erglis and Umbengwe. Next up was an away game against Spartaks. Not an easy game in many ways. Goals from Zadam again, Mishaninov, Zararanka, the left midfield Ukrainian, and Pantelev getting the goal. They scored late on, was a little bit disappointing. Then against Valmiera, we played them again at home, and we went 1-0 down. Punkles, our ex-player, scored. We then scored a couple of goals from Krolis and Mishaninov, and then Punkles got yet another goal just to put salt into the wound. But we, second half later on, Pantelev got a penalty and Zadam scored a late goal to win 4-2 two times on the trot. So that was pretty good. We've got rid of both of the home games against Valmiera. Tough away games to come against them. Away against Meta, played well here. McManaman and Pantelev with the goals and another penalty. Away against RFS, actually, they were better than us here. They had better chances, but we converted ours. We had another good chance from Leo, which he didn't quite find the back of the net of, but Krolis got our goal. Important win. Home against Ventspils, you can see here, we took a 5-0 lead. Krolis with a hat-trick. He got taken off after that. Kigur's missed penalty then, and then Umbengwe and Erglis with another goal. But they scored 2 late goals. Defensively, we were a little bit shambolic at the end. We had a very interesting side out. Kortakovs, Malyarov, Yauzems. It was probably a back four that had never played together before. So, and by the end of it, God knows what the back four really looked like. So I think there's learning to do within the team. Then we beat Dagvapils 4-1. Goals from Pantelev, a couple of those. Leo and Mishaninov. We're playing Leo now more regularly on the right side again. Auda were last ones up. We were comfortable 2-0 victors here. Leo and Kigurs with a penalty. He, as I say, has missed one a little bit earlier. And that puts us straight up here against Liepaja. I think we need to go at this team with without mercy, just to make sure we then are 3 points ahead of them. So when we play them away from home, we are 6 points ahead of them. So when we play them away from home, we shouldn't be that close. But this period is going to be tough. If we can come out of this all green, then I think that is going to be quite nice. So, folksies, let's have a look at this game against Liepaja. See what we can do here. Oh yes, the one thing to mention, you probably noticed that Reynolds is in goal. You think, what the flip? You said you were bringing in Liss, the goalkeeper, so he wouldn't have to play. Well, he played, 2 games, and he got himself a injury. He was out for sort of is it 2 months? Probably about 2 months. So that's what's happened. That's why he's not playing. And Guliev hasn't played yet because he got himself an injury as well. So, yeah. Team has already been decided. This is what I'm going to go with. We're going Krolis and Umbengwe. Erglis is a little bit tired, so we're just going to put him on from the bench. We're going strong here. We're going Kostovic and Leo left and right. Pantelev and Zadem can't get stronger than that. And across the back line, the Ukrainian Visharenko, Gustinak, Mishaninov and Yauzems with Reynolds in goal. So it is as strong as we could probably get, with the exception of the goalkeeper. And hopefully Liz will be back soon. Liz Taylor, we'll call her. Right then, folks, we're not going very attacking. Good God, man. It's just attacking. Let's keep things sensible. One little couple of changes that we have made, sort of tweaky wise changes. I pushed the lineup a little bit to try and be a little bit more attacking, and we've also stopped trying to lump the ball up. We're playing the ball to the fullbacks and just trying to build from the back a little bit more. I felt the long balls from the goalkeeper were just doing nothing. Pass the ball into space is something I'm wondering about taking off as we get better and better. I think that's more of the counter-attacking team, and that's what we should be playing when we're playing the big boys, maybe. But against the little guys, I think we should be creating our chances rather than just, booting the ball up the pitch. Especially, we do have some pace in the side, but it's not a fast pace. Right then, folks. Let's see how we do. Yauzems is a little bit tired. Do we take him off? We'll put Savelnieks on. There's a lot of players who are looking to leave. Malinov is someone who's looking to leave because he doesn't feel he's getting enough game time. It's really hard to keep everyone happy in this squad. Really, really tough. I think I need to think much harder about what I promise these players when they join the club. I think that's the problem. So, let's do it. I'm excited. I think we've got easily enough to win this, but you guys have seen a lot of poor performances. It's all about momentum. Yep. So when the cameras come out, so hopefully we can stop that and we can actually show you some good quality Riga attacking against probably the next best team, Liepaja. Well, first option, it's a free kick to them. But what we have seen is the vast majority of chances have been us. We've just struggled in these options to get the ball off them. Every time the highlights starts like this, it doesn't end up with us getting it. It's quite predictable apart from here where I'm trying to make a point about it, of course. It's not predictable at all. Zadam into Mbengwe. Mbengwe's been a lot... That looked like he fell, and the guy who tackled him was called Fall. I don't think this is going to be easy, but I do want us to see a few highlights. Pantalev, Mbengwe, this is a real chance. Oh, he missed it. Oh my lord, how did any of that not go in? What a bunch of chances that was. Absolute madness, and we did not score. So I'm not sure what's going on down here, but Visharenko into Pantalev. Ball into Mbengwe. He's looking for something to do. It's a beautiful ball. And it's into Zadam, and Zadam is on fire. And as is Mr. Krollis. What a spectacularly good pass that was from Krollis. Let's have a look at this again. Pantalev into Mbengwe. Didn't really know what to do. Very lucky there, but it's Krollis' first time ball that completely destroys the entire team. And Zadam didn't have a big area to finish that in, but my god, did he find the bottom corner. Good stuff. Pantalev, ball in. Mbengwe, he's found it there. 2-0. Good stuff. He's been less involved, Mr. Mbengwe, which is disappointing for him, but it's good because we got Erglis, who's making a good run. He's having a very, very good run in the team recently. 3 goals this season. He's in the top. He's in the top 10 in terms of average rating, so that's pretty good in the league, that is. Okay, half-time. It was one-sided. Very, very one-sided game. We've been saying that a lot. Team looks pretty strong. A few tired legs out there, but we've got to the half-time point, and we're not going to make any changes just yet, I don't think. And we could bring Leo off or something like that. And don't fancy bringing Zadam off. Those 2 midfielders are awesome, but the wingers aren't really doing much. Struggling to get the wingers going this season. Well, they've cleared it there. Lizanovs, they look like they're overloading, but we've managed to pull it back. It's again another example of what I wouldn't have expected us to do. Playing well today. Pantalev looking for the through ball. It's Zadam. Oh, it's in. And that was beautifully done, I have to say. Absolutely expertly done. Zadam found Krollis, and there is no way that deserved to be anywhere near the goal, but actually for the way they played, I think it did. Zadam found Krollis on the volley and just beat the radiator in the goal, and I mean, it's good. So we're 3-0 up, and what I will do here, I think, is take Zadam off because he's looking shattered. And we're going to bring Kigers on, who has been a good player this season for us. And Zadam, yeah, we don't want to risk him now. We've got some big games coming up. Savelnieks into Pantalev. Savelnieks, ball in. And, well, the keeper takes it away. Leo! And it's in. Beautiful ball from Kigers to Leo. Told you he's all right as well. And 4-0. Easy times. You can see the issues that RFS are having. 0-0 against Spartaks. Tukham's drawing with Valerian. Valmeria down to 10 men. It's all going on. Right, at this point we will make some changes out wide. We've got players who can come on, so why not do that? We won't have necessarily for long. but let's bring on Yauzems here on the right side, and that lad on the left side, Zadaranka. He normally plays on the right, but let's just do that. Right, what's going on here? Looks like another highlight for it. Visharenko, ball over the top, it's into Krollis. Oh, it's 5-0. Is that, what's that? How many goals is that for Krollis today? Second of the game. It's a good game. We'll bring Erglis on as well, I think. We've had a good performance from the top two. Let's do that. Let's bring Erglis on at this point. Give him a chance. Bengway's off. Erglis, he's been playing in this sort of defensive midfield position, and maybe Malyarov on at right back to replace. I mean, we can make a lot of changes in the Latvian league. It's very, very nice. Okay, yellow card for them, and Mishaninov is going to take this one. Short to Pantelev. He's just found Krollis, and Krollis hits the bar, a post or something. Oh, dear me. He could have got his hat-trick there. Another hat-trick for the season. Yauzems now. We are absolutely... This is the best we've played. Best performance of the season. This is by far against any team. Been really, really solid. Start to finish. Not given them a sniff. The goalkeeper... Well, yeah, with the goalkeeper, yes, that's exactly what he is. Kigers into Krollis. He wants his hat-trick. Vivcharenko, is he going to try and find him? He kind of does. Erglis, oh, he on the volley. The ball came across him. He hit it well, but maybe he should have been able to direct that a little bit better. Look how bad their defence is doing there. All on 5 point somethings. Great performance all round, other than the wingers, I think. But I'm pretty damn pleased with a 5-0 victory over second place Liepaja. We've given them something to think about there, I think. So this starts our really difficult run. That's not a bad way to start it. I think you'll agree. Yeah, we're all in this game to win. I think we will give them a rest. I think it probably makes sense. I think that automatically does rest them, right? Let me know. I think if you tell them they're going to rest, they will rest. I've never actually bothered to check that out. So, looking at the results here, you can see that Valmiera, in the end, got a victory over Tukums. Not seeing the results for Spartaks against RFS. Maybe that was a late kickoff. Meta beat Auda to move into the European spots, and the bottom two, that's a good result for Ventspils. They stay ahead of Dagverpils. But what was the final result for RFS is what we're all thinking. Okay, I'm really confused because RFS were definitely playing, were they? I'm pretty sure I saw they were playing. What? Against Spartaks. The away game against Spartaks, it was 0-0. That was definitely there, wasn't it? Was that cancelled halfway through? Don't know. Weird. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about that. Right, folks, we'll come back for episode 3. We know somewhere in here we're going to start playing in Europe. We'll try and come back just a little bit before the European game. Maybe for this away game against RFS, it's possibly a good place to come back. Although, to be perfectly honest, I'm not 100% sure. When do our European games normally start? So it's in July. Yeah, so that makes sense. We'll come back here for the away game against RFS, and then we'll play the first European game, the easy one, and then we'll come back in the for the second one where it's more difficult. Hopefully by then, I think we've got a transfer window around there, so we will get our central midfielder, and maybe we'll get another player to replace McManaman, and hopefully he won't have left until then. That's the hope, the big hope, the grand hope. Right then, folks. Well, that is pretty much everything. If you've enjoyed the episode, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you for the next one. Goodbye.